Hey traders, this is Shogun Chat 247. I train traders how to trade in harmony with the market. So today is the 8th of September 2024. We are doing the weekly trade planning session. I haven't done this publicly in a while, so we will be looking at the portfolio selection. Okay, for those who are familiar with the way I do the weekly trade planning session, you will quickly understand what we're talking about here. So we have the weekly, daily, and the 4 hour currency strength, and the cumulative number is here. We come up with the percentage. So over the years that we've been doing this, we find a pattern, and the and based on that pattern, we look into the currency pairs themselves, and we don't have to do all the selection, but what we find is the ones that jumps out to us, we pick them and we look at them in detail. So one of the ones that we're talking about here will be the pound dollar, 59%, the dollar yen bearish 70 minus 76%, and we have the Aussie yen. I don't want to do all those yen pairs because they all move in the same way, but we get the gist of what we're talking about. But this is the picture right in front of us here. We have quite a few bearish pairs. Some are bullish but not very strong. And pound dollar is 59 bullish. Euro dollar is not too bad. Okay, but we have the dollar Swiss, the dollar yen as very very weak pairs, and card yen is okay as well because it's minus 54. So we get the gist of that, and we follow this unless during the week, unless something major happens. Okay, so let's put this to the side. So the first thing I want to be doing today is to do the dollar yen. Okay, so let's go to the dollar yen quickly. What I've done is to save us some time. I have updated the waves, so we will look at it from a more time frame point of view. So the 4 hour chart, you can see this thing. I remember when this happened, we were looking to buy because it was still an uptrend, but we can see how this intervention came in. Every pullback is a selling opportunity, but we have this launch here. We have this uh, structure, higher high one, higher high two, which is a trend changing pattern to this downside movement. Okay, but what we saw last week is a strong move to the downside, breaking two internal structure down and settling there. So we can't say anything other than we want to look for selling opportunity, but it will be clearer when we look at the 1 hour chart. Okay, so the hourly chart looks like this. Look at this, the last structure. So this was the momentum low. So I'm going to be using uh, our normal term. This is the momentum low, followed by structure, and this structure zero has given us a lower low one, followed by a pullback and a lower low two. So this is three. What we are waiting for is a pullback on the 1 hour chart to sell a continuation of a trend, or at least to break this low, because this is three. We can't think of buying anything where we are right now. If this thing continues, here is an opportunity for us to sell unless the price come above here. Okay, unless the price come above 144.25. So we expect this thing to give us a pullback, and for sellers to come in again, because we have a high probability that this trend is continuing lower. Okay, once we see a completed wave structure, then we can look at it from a buying point of view, and that buying actually is going to be a short-term buying. But I would not advise you buying the dollar yen from where it is right now. The best trade is sell or do nothing on the dollar yen for now. So let's look at the 15 minutes chart quickly. Okay, because that is very important. We can see the New York session range The news on Friday was was crazy. We had a rally, we have a strong opening. When the news came out, we had a strong move to the upside. It came down, then the pullback of two was very strong, very close to the zero. You can see. And the sell here was fantastic, especially on the card yen, which I'm going to get to later. Okay, so what we are seeing now is the 15 minutes pullback have already started, even though we can't see it yet on the 1 hour and the 4 hours, but we can see the pullback has already started on the 15-minute chart. And all you have to do is wait for this pullback to finish, okay, because we have three here. Unless if the price did not go above here, you have to look for a selling opportunity. They might come and test the momentum low here before they sell. But for those who know how to count the wave for the corrective waves and sell into the direction of the major trend. Okay, so that is the dollar yen. Let's jump into the pound US dollar quickly. So the pound dollar, look at this, fantastic. This, if you are ever uh, confused or you don't know what to do, just squeeze the chart and take a mental picture of what you can see in front of you. And there will be a clear picture right in front of you. We have broken above the major momentum high, which was created in July 2023. We are trading confidently above it. But another thing that I want you to see is this move here. This is 4 hours. Every magenta line is 4 hours swings, okay? And we can see this is a momentum low. We've seen a structure, but they broke the structure higher again. Look at this. This is very important. This is a structure. This, if they're gonna sell this continuation down, okay, we are not expecting this move that went above this high. Therefore, what this has given us is a potential for buying opportunity. In terms of wave count, we can count this as 1, 2, 3, followed by 4, which manipulated the low of 2. That is okay as long as they don't come below here, because this is the major swing low here. So this is still a buying opportunity for a continuation of this trend to the upside. So let's look at the 1 hour chart. So, and as you can see, it's not clean. This last leg to the upside is not very, it's not ideal for people that are trying to ride this. Unless you are buying low and selling high from a lower time frame, you probably could be able to capture some of this move. But fine, it's okay. We've come below here. 1, 2, 3. We've come below this third structure low, and patience is your friend here. We have to see a clear failure to the upside, then we can buy, okay, for a continuation. So this is a normal pullback based on the trend. The break above here, had it been price did not go above here, I'm repeating myself here, had it been price did not go above here, then we have a lower high here. That sell could be valid. Because price went above here and this is a structure on the 4 hours, it is also a momentum high on the 1 hour chart. We are looking at a bullish picture. And also we can see in our portfolio selection, pound US dollar is bullish. Okay, we rank it as 59% bullish. So this is an opportunity for us to buy. I can't see a clear picture here, but on the 15-minute chart, let's look at this from that point of view. So we have the New York session range here. We are coming above this basics line. It's not clear. We probably need to see a break and a test, a failure to make a lower low. Then that failure to make a lower low will probably be the best information we can get on this pound US dollar. So what I'm talking about is, if we, this is currently what we have, maybe to this point, if you have this, okay, we're not going to buy, then we can wait for a pullback that does not go below here. If that pullback stays and we start to see a move like this, then you can get involved in buying that. Okay, but we don't know where that will happen. It could be Tokyo session, it could be London session tomorrow, or we just have to wait and see what that is. So when the market open tonight, we are not going to jump in because we don't have any confirmation of the move yet. We'll wait for this thing to play itself out, then we can get involved in it. The best trade that you can take is the trade that lends itself to you, not the one that you go ahead and start chasing. All right. So the next one I'm going to be looking at is the Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. This concerns us a lot because we have been taking the card yen and it has been fantastic. Okay, so I'll go to the 4 hour chart quickly. This is a one swing down. We have a major move here. This the yen pairs before this move down, we are looking at a positive picture. Okay, because this is a major momentum high on the 4 hours. We broke above it. That is bullish above here. And the same thing applies to the US dollar yen. But we trade what we see, not what we think. The break below here also, we cannot overlook it. We cannot just dismiss what has happened here. Very strong. Anything can happen from where we are right now, but we have to see a completed wave structure on this move here. And what I'm saying is this: on the 1 hour chart, we have a reset of the trend here, okay, that gave us a low. Same thing as the dollar yen. Is like I'm repeating myself here, but it is okay because this is 2, okay, 0 1 2, and we have 3. We always say 3 gives us more than 70% probability that there will be a follow through, okay, or that unless price come and break above here and close above here. So for us, we're waiting for a pullback and a continuation to make it a momentum low 5. From then, we can now assess whether the price is going to give us a, a rally or a short covering rally to correct everything that's happened here, or they will just give us another pullback for a continuation of the trend. That's to be determined. But what we can clearly see in the short term is we are looking for a pullback for this current trend to finish, or for the current wave structure to complete. 15 minutes chart is very clear. Like I said, Friday was a fantastic day. News came out, the price went all the way, took out this high, and immediately they came back down, retested with the wave structure 2, and those who sold there was no pain at all. The price came all the way down, and as you can see, the pullback has already started on the 15 minutes chart. And what we are looking for is a break of this low, or price should rally, clear this high, then the picture becomes a little bit bullish again, then we can start to look for an opportunity above here. But buying the Cardian below here is a no-no for us. Okay, for those who are very smart in terms of picking the top and the bottom, good luck with this one. But what we know is the price will not travel in a straight line, so there's no point for us to pick the top and pick the bottom. What we want to do is to see the price give us a directional move, then a pullback, then that pullback gives us a better entry based on the risk that is attached to that trade. So if we have, let's say, wave structure 1 here, and we need to see 2 that fail to take the 0, then we can take the trade using the 0 as our stop loss. So that is the Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. The best picture we want to see now is we want to sell this thing to break the low, okay, and after the low we can then look for an opportunity to buy a short covering in the direction of this major move to the downside. Okay, so that is that. The last but not the least I'm going to do is the euro US dollar. Okay, very similar to the pound US dollar. Nothing much has changed. You can see the same thing here, but this one here, the slight difference between this euro US dollar and the pound dollar is the euro US dollar has not given us a follow through to the upside. If you take the mental picture of this chart and look at the pound dollar, we have the second rise above the structure. on the pound dollar, but the euro US dollar, we did not have that. Okay, so this here is a potential downtrend. It is a downtrend. If you just define the trend in a layman language, is a downtrend is a series of lower lows and lower highs. Okay, but with this move, very strong, it is the participation move. It came above two internal structures. Okay, so this is a participation move here, but we trade what we see, not what we think. Okay, so if we go on the 1 hour chart, we want to see this pullback. Has it turned to a trend on the 1 hour or not? Okay, so this is what we have. The blue line is the 1 hour. We don't have a trend down. Okay, the last trend is still to the upside. This is a momentum high, and this is a structure. So what we are waiting for is a simple pullback that fails to take this low. So 1.1068 is the area. Let's use this low here. No, 4 hours low. 1.10657. Okay, that is the low that we don't want to break in order for us to continue to buy into euro US dollar. The 15 minutes chart, we are looking for the same thing we have seen. Let's see this one here. Okay, see the move to the downside is happening already. Okay, we can see the red dot candle coming down. You need to see a failure to take the low. If the price managed to fail to make a lower low from where it is right now, and we start to see a continuation move or a potential move to the upside, that could be the time to enter the euro US dollar back to the upside. Just to share the Excel sheet with you again, this is the picture. I always trade in the direction of the tide. These are the numbers and these are the bias basically. Something major has to happen for these things to change. Okay, the direction. The best thing is the best thing you have to have in mind is the most important thing you have to have in mind is the trend will not travel in a straight line. There will be a move in the direction of the trend and there will be a pullback against for people to take profit before the trend continues in the same direction. So you might have a bullish move as a major move, but might come on Monday, price may start to pull back against that move. That is not a trend. If you are selling that type of move, you should know in your mind somewhere that this is not the direction. Take a quick profit and wait for price to settle, and you can take the bigger move in the direction of the trend. So that is it for today, Sunday, 8th of September 2024. I wish you a successful trading week ahead. Hopefully, during the week, I will be able to post one or two of this trade that we have looked at today. Bless you.